Hi, I'm Pablo Escobosa with Animaniuminati Online. I'm here with the producers, writers, stars, animators, and Foley artists of the new pilot AA available on YouTube now. Don't go anywhere. Please. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure getting the two of you finally in the studio.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about this for a while, and both of you seem ripe and rearing to go. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say.
Okay.
Well, we are excited, and this whole experience for us has been a trial by fire almost.
Really?
The creative process from start to finish, from the more creative side of it to the more technical side of it, we've mastered the entire situation.
Yes, you know, they say it's like standing on the shoulders of giants.
Sure.
All of our influences that have brought us to this point. But it's more like we are leaping off the shoulders of giants and dunking.
Yeah,
and
no
just
net.
flying. We're kind of the giants. We're embarrassing the greats.
So off of that, it looks like a pretty comprehensive project. How many frames did the two of you animate?
Frames, yes. Well, oh my God, was it two frames?
And I think it's a very good question, but it wasn't asked very well. As in, very well, do I need to ask this question? No, probably not.
I would maybe go back to the frames. Speaking of frames, the framing of how you asked it, and take a glance inward.
Okay, great. Notes coming back at me. Great. What were some of the things that you didn't know about animation going into it that you find yourself engrossed with now? Was there any things that you thought weren't going to be as much of a massive problem as they became, or anything like that?
Well, I don't find any stages of the process to be gross at all.
At minute 105, Toph's name tag appears on the right.
On the right of...
And later, 9:15,
Yeah,
it's
right about
on the
9:15.
left. Was that intentional as a way to characterize Toph as a mysterious figure, a man in a constant state of change?
Gotcha. I thought I could finish your sentence for you. I didn't catch what you said.
Oh,
what was that?
Talking about how Toph as a man is in a constant state of change.
He's not constantly changing his clothes, if that's what you're saying.
No. I mean more in like a metaphorical sense. I loved your bold choice to switch the name tag around, and I just thought
around the posies. Okay, what?
I'm just asking how the character could be represented.
Sorry, no, I was talking to Tim.
Oh, what did you say?
I was asking.
Sorry, I was talking to Pablo.
Oh.
I was asking about the name tag.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, I feel like this question has just maybe gotten away from you a little bit.
So
The name tag.
Name
Yes,
tag.
name tag.
Oh, you said it switches sides? No.
It does not.
No, it doesn't
We
switch.
did not do that.
Because we were in the weeds. We were drawing every single frame. I think we would have noticed if the name tags switched sides, so.
I would say so.
No, we didn't. Nope. That didn't switch.
Okay.
We kept it the same the entire time. And we are 100% confident on that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
When you watch it in that way, I could see where, the confusion comes from, because I'm confused. What was your question again?
I was asking about the name tag.
Right.
What about it?
Another thing, you use a very famous character in this, and I was curious how exactly you got clearance for that.
Don't need to. You don't need to get clearance for a character from something, because nobody owns the character. They're imaginary. Does Disney own Mickey Mouse?
Well, that's an interesting one, because Mickey Mouse is technically in the public domain.
Right. So I think it's, same deal, boilerplate deal. The character that we used is also publicly dominated.
I don't know if that is true in this sense.
It's in the public domain. That's why we're able to use it. So we were able to use it because it's free to use. Like my friend here said. It's imaginary. It's made up. And what? They're going to come at us and ask for our money? A thing that's also made up? I don't think you really came prepared to this because a lot of things we say to you say, well, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that you're supposed to know if you're interviewing people about stuff that they want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. You know what? Next question then.
Yeah, why don't we do the next question then?
So you had released another pilot that fans like myself could never believe wasn't picked up, but was actually banned on a lot of platforms called Poopy's Castle.
Yeah, we don't get asked about that one a lot. In fact, most of the time we tell producers not to ask us.
At minute 237 in the original pilot, we can see poop on the castle floor. My question is, who pooped that poop?
Poopy. So Double A is actually...
Well, if you remember, we're not introduced to Poopy until minute 3 when he arrives at the castle in his carriage.
Christ. Okay.
So...
Well, then he pooped it and then left and then came back in his carriage. So that's it about that. And our new project...
But when he arrives, his first line is, wow, I've never been to this castle before.
So he pooped in the carriage. The carriage hit like a bump or something. The poop flew out. Flew into the window of the castle, hit the ground. He walks in. He's never been there, but the poop was there first.
Yep.
In the first minute of the animation, though, it depicts a road crew paving the road to the castle, meticulously smoothing out any bumps.
Okay.
We're done. We're done with the poopy questions. Okay?
Why are you trying to bring this up? Why are you trying to embarrass us? We have a new, actually good project. Poopy's Castle failed. Fine, I'll give you that one. You're happy.
Good knife. Good job sticking us with a knife.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of your art. I just want to see the two of you stand behind it. That's all.
Yeah, I'll stand behind something. I think I will.
Yeah.
I'll stand behind you, punch you in the freaking butt.
Oh,
Come here.
yeah.
No,
Come here.
my God. Oh, my God.
All right.
Give me
no
that
more
butt.
cameras.
Please
All right.
help.
Come
I
here.
need help.
Okay, how do
in
you
the
get
studio.
Where are you hiding it?
Hi, I'm Iris Kim with Animaniuminati Online. I have the writers, animators, and stars, and producers, and Foley artists behind the new animated pilot Double A on YouTube now. Don't go anywhere, please. So, as I understand it, you both wrote, animated, starred in, and produced and Foleyed the entire pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about who was in charge of what?
Oh, well, thank you, Iris, for having us here today. It's so nice to be interviewed by a competent interviewer who asks about the show, and isn't stupid.
Yes.
Really, creativity was in charge of everything, One passion, one team, one dream. It was my dream that I had. And I woke up and told Tim about it, and the rest was history. We made it together.
Not exactly how I remember it, but
Right.
we had this fun little joke that we would do on this whole project where we'd say originality is our boss.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a joke.
And I understand that you two have been friends since childhood. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like creating a project like this with your childhood best friend?
Yeah, I kind of know the ins and outs of Mike's brain and how he operates, and we have I've already developed this shorthand.
Because Tim goes inside and outside of my brain frequently, and will put things in there that make me smarter. He believes.
Yes, sometimes because I've been friends with Mike for so long, I do know what will motivate him to be better and what has to be artificially done to him for that motivation to take place. Because when you're good friends with someone, you know that sometimes they're not as good as they could be.
Sounds like you two had quite the beautiful partnership. Can you tell me about a time when you had perfect synchronicity, where you really were just on the same page creatively about something?
Yeah, no, there's been many times. I don't want to speak for him, but we've been working on this for over a year. So I think even in this process, we've gotten to a point where we can almost finish each
other's sentences.
Excuse me.
Wow.
I'm talking. Do not interrupt me when I'm speaking.
It was very fun working together with your best friend.
In the making of this film, who would you say were some of your greatest creative influences?
Oh my God, great question. See, thank you again for being an interviewer and not just some random person who wanted to troll us.
You are a consummate professional.
Yeah.
I'm enamored.
Well, okay, let's start with the classics, right? Animation classics. You have Walt Disney. You have Miyazaki. We would lump Brad Bird into that list as well.
Brad Bird, for sure. John Lasseter. TV show animation, a big influence for us. Matt Groening, Dan Harmon.
If you get into the world of politics, Lincoln, JFK.
Michelle Obama.
Obama. If you get into the world of kind of, animated trains, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, yes.
You got Bell Hooks, Mark Twain.
Tough Puppy. If you go into the world of fictional characters in general, you have Darth Vader.
Anakin Skywalker, who's similar to Darth Vader, but actually the same person.
Jabba the Hutt. Greedo.
Because some people are actually negative influences, or not negative influences on us, but they've shown us how not to be.
And who are some of those?
This notorious interviewer who gets around on the circuit, we just had to deal with him.
Yeah. As an example of polar opposite of how I would want to live my life and how I would want to treat people. But yes, Salacious Crumb.
On the count of three, who would you say was the biggest influence on this film? 1,
Okay, yeah.
2, 3.
My dentist.
Confucius.
Who did you say?
Confucius.
I said my dentist.
And who's your dentist? Is it Confucius?
No, my dentist is Dr. Grant. Hi, Dr. Grant. I've been brushing. I haven't been using mouthwash as much because it hurts me, and I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm done with the mouthwash, and we can be happy for me on that.
And Confucius, I've been honoring my parents and respecting civil servitude.
So yeah, and honestly, just being here is making me giddy with excitement. Seeing ourselves on
TV.
on the media circuit, we're going to be able to maybe catch the eyes of some of these inspirations because they are so important to us. And this whole project is in order to get us closer to celebrities and people that we like.
And a last question for those fans. What are you most excited for them to see?
Well, it's funny you should ask that because we actually brought a special guest here today. Someone we're very excited for the fans to see. One of the stars of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Alonzo the Deer.
Hey everybody, I'm Alonzo the Deer, and I'm here to talk to you about my new show, Double A.
Cute little deer from our show.
So everyone, please come watch Double A. It's out on YouTube now.
Alonzo, it is such an honor to have you here today. I have dreamt my whole career about getting a chance to interview you. I guess the first question that I have for you is, what was it like embodying this role, this character?
Yeah, thanks for that question, Iris. It's really difficult. Anytime I'm stepping into the skin of someone new, it's always a challenge. It's always a challenge. And in this particular role, I really found myself getting outside of my comfort zone. I live in New York City. I live downtown in the Upper West Side, and I really had to get out in nature and take walks in Central Park, and really try and get in the mind of my character.
That's quite profound.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
And I spent some time in New York as well. I used to live in New York.
And Alonzo, I've seen this week on the internet that people are taking the motivational speech that you deliver and really holding space for your character and feeling power in that. Could you touch on that moment in the short?
I didn't know that was happening.
Oh my God.
I've seen it on a couple posts.
Oh, that's really powerful. That's what I wanted. The impact I'm having.
Let it out. It's okay. We're all Me and Tim are here.
We're here for you. Does that feel good?
And, I can't imagine it was easy for such a veteran actor like yourself to be working with such green writer, animator, star, producer, Foley artists. What was one piece of advice that you gave to them as you started the production?
Ooh, one piece of advice. It's gonna be hard to choose here, but I think it really comes down to focus. Focus. And honestly, just giving a crap. Just giving a crap about what you're doing is really important. That's what I found lacking.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Were you even listening to what I said?
You said the production was very fun, right?
No,
It's true.
It was a fun time.
I loved that it never felt like work.
And we didn't have to try that hard.
All right, I think that's about all the time that we have today. Alonzo, I know that you're a very, very busy dear. Thank you so much for being here. And I would love for you to just quickly mention the behind the scenes clip that we'll be able to see today.
We actually, our schedules are open, so
Yeah, we can keep going.
we could keep.
I actually have another press junket right after this.
Oh.
But Alonzo,
because we
please.
checked your schedule and no, you don't.
They don't.
Alonzo, please take it away.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm Alonzo the Deer, and please enjoy this exclusive behind the scenes clip of my new show, Double A.
Come on. Please enjoy this